Hello everyone, it's your friend here, Wayward Joker. Doubt anyone is actually watching, but recently in DCUO there has been an update called the Update 73, which basically nerfed 99% of the powers in this game to the ground that were actually good, and basically just left Rage as it is, so now Rage is the new god. But, however, if you played the game before the update, you know that Hard Light and Celestial were much better than Rage beforehand, if you knew how to use them. Now, Celestial's the one that took actual skill to use, and Hard Light is just the one that you just used raw attacks on. So, before the update, I mained with this account, which actually isn't that high of a level, despite how high other people's accounts are.
Alone.
So, essentially, Celestial used to be the absolute god of PvP. You could demolish anyone you wanted. It was absolutely broken if you used one-handed or hand blast. So I'm somewhat glad that they nerfed it in a way. I mean, it really did need somewhat of a nerf, and it kind of needed... No, there's no need for a buff. But anyway, instead of nerfing this one power, and also Hard Light, they decided to nerf basically all of it, and make all the combos much harder to use. So, today I'm bringing you... After the basically update 73 DPS for Celestial. I will also do healing DPS video right after this. So, here's what you want to do for this. So, never mind. For the stats, you're going to want might and power as much as possible. Pretty much that's the only thing you'll need. Actually, that's the only thing you'll need, period. So, what you want to put into stat points is critical attack chance, the super powered, so you can do more damage with it. You're going to want to put in critical attack damage if you have, for example, if you say you have like 200 skill points, something like that. I recommend you put in everything for critical attack chance, everything for attack damage, and as much as you can in might and power. Because that means that in the end you'll have a 20% chance to deal critical attack damage, and it also works for the abilities too. And 20% more damage and weapon attack damage along with criticals. So, might and power, it just increases the amount of time with power that you can use the combos, and with might you just deal more damage. So, that was stats. Now we're going to go to the loadouts. So what you're going to want to use is your trinkets, and then your attack buffs, Anoint and Benediction. These really do help, trust me. Then you're going to want to use Divine Light and the Celestial combo. You're going to want to use Sacred Light directly after that, then Retribution and Wrath of Presence, and then you're going to want to spam these two for as long as you can, until you run out of power. I'll show you right now, if I don't screw up the combo. So it's Trinket, attack buffs, and then it's this, oh, shoot. Well, let's try that again. You're going to want to do attack buffs. This. And that's it. So, as said before, you're going to want to spam these powers as long as possible, and due to how low the level I am, it won't show up as much damage as if you... Okay, that dealt way more damage than I thought it did. Well, as you can see, it does about 14,000 damage. It does really good damage if you have high might and power. And you're going to want to use this power as wisely as possible. For example, usually people who run Celestial don't have a lot of health and defense. So, you're going to want to attack from somewhat of a range, instead of going like direct melee. But note that after the Celestial combo is... Hold up. After you perform the square Celestial combo in this, then you'll see that you actually do a little attack, that you go a little too much forward. So make sure you have a distance of at least about here. And make sure if you're doing duo, an alert, or a raid that you've got your allies in front of you, but make sure not too many allies are in front of you, or else it'll actually get in the way completely of your damage. So, anyway, that's going to be it for today's video, my first video actually, and hope you all enjoyed. Just make sure to leave a like, and subscribe. No comment needed.